Welcome, sir.
So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh?
You got that right.
Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
Or you can expect a spanking from Daddy later. Just as gonna spank you, but spank you on the bar.
You showed up.
So he's a demon too.
Quite frankly, at first, I didn't give a damn. But because of you, I know what's important now. I know what I need to do. Ooh, I love a fast woman.
I thought I wasn't gonna cry.
No doubt, you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Virgil?
Dante.
The once sealed gate to the demonic world will open.
Looks like this is gonna be one hell of a party!
Devil may cry.
Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me, and I am scum. And we're playing Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition on the Switch for a reason I will show in a minute. No tutorials, playing normal. Gold, it just changes where you respawn when you die, pretty much. But what we're really here for is that big button on the right, freestyle. We'll go more into it as the game goes on, but this game has been out on like a million platforms, and this is the only one without mods that you can use the freestyle system, so that's why we're here. A couple of things on the main screen. Demo Digest lets you look at cutscenes. You know, we've got none as of yet. Total rankings, you know, we've got none. And Bloody Palace will show a lot later, but let's start.
You've heard of it, haven't you? The legend of Sparta? When I was young, my father would tell me stories about it. Long ago, in ancient times, a demon rebelled against his own kind for the sake of the human race. With his sword, he shut the portal to the demonic realm and sealed the evil entities off from our human world. But since he was a demon himself, his power was also trapped on the other side. I never believed it. I thought it was just a child's fairy tale. But I discovered that this so-called legend wasn't a myth at all. Sparta existed. How do I know? Well, I met the sons of Sparta. Both of them. Though the same blood of their father flowed through their veins, the two battled each other fiercely like arch-enemies. It seemed as if they derived some sort of twisted pleasure from this brotherly fighting. But in the end, only one was left standing.
Sorry, not open for business yet. I haven't even picked a name for this joint, and I'm already getting calls. You a customer too? Well, if you want to use the bathroom, help yourself. The toilet's in the back.
Is your name Dante, son of Sparta?
Where did you hear that?
From your brother. He sent this invitation for you. Please, accept it.
Invitation, huh?
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.
God, it's just the best. It's the best opening. So we have a new system. I hope you watched the Devil May Cry 1 playthrough, because this won't make sense otherwise. There is now a style system. First one's Trickster. You get dashes. You know, you can run on walls. Pretty good, kind of like Devil May Cry 2. Swordmaster, it gives you a bunch of new moves for the sword and all your melee weapons. Gunslinger is the Devil May Cry 2 button. It does everything with Devil May Cry 2, but better in every way. And then Royal Guard is a parry system that is hard as hell to use, really precise, and I will use it sparingly. These all can be leveled up to level 3. We will get into that later on. As for now, I don't think we got much else. We've got Ebony and Ivory, Dante's personal design handguns made for rapid fire action, and we have Rebellion. A keepsake sword from Dante's father. The magical blade's true power hasn't fully awakened. It's also appeared in DMC2 and is very important, but was not important in DMC2. We have the same stuff from DMC1. Vital stars, blue orbs for health, purple orbs for devil trigger. That. Actions, we can't get any of these yet, but Stinger's back, Drive is a new ability, and Air Hike is back. And for guns, you can upgrade the firepower of Ebony and Ivory. And that's about it for this. We can go into the mission. So, combat system has improved a lot. God, instantly. Red orb. It's looking better. It's looking better. Magic redstone crystallized thing. It gives you power. So there's like kind of the cutscenes are very different now. They actually have a movie guy making them. acting them out live action, which is why they kind of play a lot better. But it was kind of a thing of everything you can see Dante do in a cutscene, they want you to do in game, so you can do most of it, like riding around on bodies who are knocked to the floor, all that stuff. Dante is still kind of crazy compared to what you actually get to do with him. I'm showing off some of the things here. We've got Swordmaster, we've done some Trickster. We can do, is it Air Rave? Air Rave, when you hit in the air a few times. I'm just love this game. We got taunts. Taunts are, I don't think I really mentioned them too much in Devil May Cry 1. They were used to build Devil Trigger. Here they're used to build style, and are very good. The style meter you can see on the right hand side. Highest you can get is SSS, and they increase your rank at the end of the mission, just like in Devil May Cry 1. We've got Gunslinger here with the charge. Charge is really good. Reason I picked the Switch version was this. On PC there is a mod to do style switching like this, but originally we're going to jump on, there we go, yeah. Originally on pretty much every version, to change styles you had to do it in between missions or at Goddess of Time statues. It wasn't something you can do mid-mission. That didn't come about until DMC4, but for some reason the only version, like HD version that has it, is the Switch, which is, it's very good. It's great. There's just so many, especially your first playthrough. I don't know if you'd want to, but if it was your first playthrough, you get to scenarios where you might really need like a boss, you might need Trickster, but you're stuck on Swordmaster and those abilities are kind of useless to you. You know, anyway, once we get this guy, we'll be moving on.
I can already tell. Looks like this is gonna be one hell of a party!
Nice. I think, did we get S? Or did we get A? I think we got A, to be fair. Yeah, we definitely didn't get A. No, I mean didn't get S. We definitely got A. Let's have a look. A. Yeah, it's not bad. We get 3,000 orbs. Orbs aren't going to be a problem. But we'll see. I think, can we get anything? As you can see, stars have gone up very slowly. Very, very slowly. Best way to get them up is by beating bosses. You get like 3,000 points added to your style. But again, we'll get into that. Can we get Stinger? Yeah, we can. It's great. And then we can get Stinger too. As same as DMC1, it's not to be used all the time, but it's pretty great.
Damn it! You guys totally wrecked my shop, and I haven't even named it yet! You're gonna pay for that. You all have enough to cover all this.
Also, in every cutscene, there is a hidden number to tell you the mission. First mission, it was the pizza box. There, if you just saw it, it was on the sign. Some of them are quite hidden. You can easily see them in the demo digest screen. They appear on there. We're going to try and mix up art styles. I will show you some Royal Guard, but I'm just not good at it. It's very precise. To get the best use out of it, you have to be great. And if I stay on it, I then just like stand around and try and like wait for the parries instead of doing it during the fight. There's one or two enemies I can do it, and I will show that, but you know, it's fine. There we go. And I will try and taunt as much as possible because it's fun and I really enjoy it. There's Twosome Time. It was crap in Devil May Cry 2. Here you actually fire like quick. There is also Rainstorm, which is also just much easier to use here than it was in Devil May Cry 2. I don't even know if I got it to work in Devil May Cry 2 properly. We will mostly use Trickster and Swordmaster. Swordmaster is just great for almost every weapon. The more you upgrade it as well, it gets even better. We got these guys. They explode. Boom. They're pretty good at taking out enemies around them. These guys are called... Oh my god, I've actually forgotten instantly. What are they called? I remember, we will look at the file screen that will show up on the enemies. Can't believe I've actually forgotten what they are. We pretty much have it's all new enemies. There's some that follow similar patterns, but there's really nothing carried over from Devil May Cry 1, which is nice and also sad, but some of them will be reused in later games. That charge shot is great. But we are going to get a boss. Is this guy. We have our first boss that I will use Royal Guard on to show you. You can take a hit and take no damage, and then you can Royal Guard release, which is put that damage back, and you do a ton of damage. It's risky, but it works. This guy was ridiculous. If you played in, I think it's in like power regions, maybe, we'll get into it when we talk about development at some point, but the game was a lot more difficult. And this guy, I remember when I first played this game, he took me a long ass time. But now, he's not too bad.
It's been nearly a year since we last met. Where does the time go? No doubt you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Virgil?
So yeah, if you hadn't noticed, this is a prequel. You know, younger Dante. He is less melodramatic at the moment, and he's more Looney Tunes than he was in Devil May Cry 1.
I come. Well, doesn't it excite you? The Temen-ni-gru has revived. The Great One, who once ruled this earth as the medium between the human world and the demon world. Isn't it a magnificent view? The greatest minds of their time, those who revered evil, constructed this glorious edifice. Now, After 2 millenniums of confinement, it can at last fulfill the purpose for which it was intended.
That's none of my concern. Did he have it?
Of course, he's taking good care of it. After all, it is the only memento left from the mother you both lost.
But he has no idea of its true power.
I found it.
This episode is sponsored by my arch nemesis, them. In association with Bullseye's Bar. Do you want big swords and cheap drinks and a greasy strip club next door? Come on down to Bullseye Bar. Is it Bullseye Bar or Bullseyes? Wait, you don't know. You've given me this to read and Bullseye Bar. And like Dante has changed, Virgil is now just not like a weird head on a big Nello Angelo body, and we have the full Virgil. Also, if you remember, the amulets were like the way to open the portal to hell in Devil May Cry 1, and may have some similar uses here. Also, it's that little weird, I don't remember the Scythe dude's name. Also, I hate these. I hate them so much. The Scythe dude was meant to be quite a difficult opening boss, but Virgil handled him in like 1 second, but so did we, because we're cool as hell. Yeah, as I was saying, after complaints that Devil May Cry 2 was way too easy, the Western version of Devil May Cry 3 was made more difficult, so that normal mode was actually hard mode. But if you're in Japan, normal mode was normal mode. I had that version when I played the game, and the game was really hard. So, you know, but I think SE and maybe any later versions, it's now just normal across the board. And there is an extra difficulty added in there. I just want to remember what these guys are called, but I don't remember at all. I'm bad at this whole thing. We keep hearing a little musical motif, little opera woman singing. It's the main theme of the game. Devil Never Cry. It's great. We'll hear it throughout the game in more extreme versions. It's real good. It's one of my gym songs. I love it. The Bullseye Bar. There's obviously a shotgun in here, which is nice. This is also a secret mission room later on where you have to destroy everything in it. So get your practice in now. Destroy everything. We also saw Dante's, like... I probably cut myself off there because that was lock and loaded. It was the battle music from Devil May Cry 1. It plays when you destroy the jukebox. I probably cut myself off because I forgot I was going to hit it. Same, we saw Dante's shop. It's the only time it looks that way. It becomes real small in every other version, except from the anime where they do use Devil May Cry 3's design, which it looks really weird and empty in the show. And it's clear they only had it that big so you could fight in it. But that's weird. Anyway, we've got the shotgun. Is it the Coyote A? Is that what it's called? Or is it just the shotgun? So there is no longer the weird little trick to get it to fire real quick. But in Swordmaster, there is... Oh god, I've forgotten what all the moves are called. It's fine, we'll see later. It's pretty good as a charge shot. Oh, what is that move called? I don't remember. Anyway, shotgun's strong as hell. Strong as hell. Also, along with the 3-star mode, you can switch between every single weapon and gun at all times. Also, this is a really weird club. In the original version, you could only have 2 guns. It was 2 guns. 2 guns and 2 weapons equipped at any time, which obviously limited your combo abilities. I will try and mix up combos as much as I can. Sometimes there are just de facto things that work better on certain enemies, and so that I don't die a million times, which I don't think I do die in this whole playthrough, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna, do what's best. But I will try and mix up styles as much as possible, as well with gun use, except from there are some terrible, terrible guns in this game. They're not great. I was trying to swing around the pole to show it off, and no one wanted to get hit by it. That's really weird. Yeah, this weird strip club connected to a bar. That's like, it's weird. It's the weird club, odd club. We have these are all guys made out of sand. The Temen-ni-gru tower brings a bunch of demons along with it. These hell guys. They're all made out of sand, which is kind of cool. It's a cool motif. There is some enemies I really do not enjoy in this game, but I like... What are they called? What are they called? I don't remember. I like the standard enemy design in this game. They're maybe not quite as memorable as the puppets, but they do a pretty good job. I like them quite a lot. So outside this door, look at those big statues. Craziness. There's a lot outside this door. Like in front of us, we've got like 4 major things, and also like the main game, I guess, if you care about that kind of thing. So we have a little jumping thing to the right to get some orbs. Nice. We then have a breakable room to the left with these were like little statues in DMC1. You have to hit them. If you don't do enough damage at a certain time, they just freeze up and you can't do any more. But if you do enough damage, they break. Do I break? Yeah. And you get all the orbs, pretty much. Again, orbs aren't going to be a big deal. We'll get to that. Up here, we have a blue orb fragment. Get 4 of them, get a full orb, get a full health. Real nice. And to the left, we have a style adjudicator. You have to get a high enough star ranking with the weapon it requires, and it'll break and give you a blue orb fragment. I really like these. They're a really cool idea. They come back in DMC4, are they in DMC5? I'm not sure, but they're great. And then we also have a secret mission. The Exorcist. To defeat all the enemies in the time limit. This is a slight improvement to DMC1, as in we can mission select now and replay missions. So if you are failing at a secret mission, you can just come back to it later. It's not until like DMC5 where you can actively like select secret mission from the main menu. So you do still have to replay whole missions, but it's better. It's also better for us if we say want to grind for certain things, so I can show you everything in the game. But that's something we'll get to. There's no time to be taunting. We're in a timed secret mission. It's not that hard. They're pretty... To be fair, compared to the DMC1 secret missions, there's nothing like the 3 shadows, 1 chance thing, or the big old jumpy rock spiders. There's nothing. There's nothing that bad. Pretty much all of them you can do first time, and they're pretty easy. Except for I had 1 second left. Getting cocky. Get it. Almost a full blue orb already. And now we have a goddess of time statue. Same as it was in DMC1. Cool goddess lady. Statue of an omniscient god of time and space. By offering it demon blood, you can obtain the power of ancient magic clans. Yeah, this is where you start to change styles. We ain't got to roll that life anymore. We're going to upgrade. Are we going to upgrade Stinger? Or are we going to get health? Or are we getting guns? Anyway, yeah, we can get more. Is it quicker shooting with the shotgun? I did get upgraded stinger. Weird, not going to need it. Anyway, we got a room with a boss in. He's cool. Big old dog.
Leave now, mortal! The likes of you are forbidden in this land! You who are powerless are not worthy to set foot here!
Wow, I've never seen a talking mud before. You know, in a dog show, you'd definitely take first place.
You ugly human make a mockery of me?
Easy, Fido. How about I take you out for a walk? Come on, puppy. Let's go.
You'll regret this, you worm!
It's showtime. Come on.
Hey, it's Cerberus. Or Ice Guardian Chamber. But it's Cerberus. He's another boss that gave me a hard time when I was younger. But he is also like a wall of, if you don't get past this, you ain't doing the rest of the game. His attack changes depending what head is active. One will shoot ice like on the floor, one will shoot from above, one shoots an ice ball at you. You have to, only way you can really do damage by shooting off the ice. You can then get him to do in this stun mode here. If you hit one of his paws enough, he will fall down and you can get some damage in. Or otherwise you can just shoot him. I don't know. He's fine. He will also do a charge. And you do some swipes. He's not that bad. Upside to having freestyle is we can use tricks to dodge him, and then Swordmaster to do some combos up in his face. It's pretty useful. He will, about halfway through the fight, unless you do tons of damage like I am, he will go into a red rage mode where he does way more attacks and he will do charges way more out at you, and he's just overall more aggressive. If you do enough damage to a head, as I showed, you will cut it off, which will completely remove one of his attacks, which is pretty great. But there's not too much to him, as long as you're paying attention to what each head does, and you're trying to attack the paw as much as possible to stun him. He'll go down pretty quick. You can obviously use shotgun to get rid of the ice maybe a little quicker, or, you know, that's about it, but he's dead. He's a dead dog. Now he's a dead dog. Not what the
You are not human, are you?
Who knows? I'm not even sure myself.
Regardless, you have proved your strength. I acknowledge your ability. Take my soul and go forth. You have my blessing.
Too easy.
And we get Cerberus, a weapon with 3 interlocking rods. I skipped too fast. It's pretty fun. It has its own stinger, but I don't think we've unlocked it yet. Oh, here we do. It's roulette. It's really good against certain bosses. It does have a back, but a back, like a press back button thing. We have obviously unlocked them yet. We're going into status now, so I can have a look. So, are we going to look at enemies? We are Hell Prides. That's what they're called. Neverworld jailer who governs souls sent to hell for the sins of pride. Sand is the medium used to materialize in the human world. He carries a giant sickle to judge his prey. He's cool. Hell Wrath. pretty much the same, except for me carries a bomb to obliterate friend and foe. By the way, we're going to go into bosses, and there may be some bosses that we haven't seen yet. I'll explain that when we get to it. Hellsloth, they made a sound, they teleport, and they're taller. And Lust, yep, they're just the red ones. They are really quick, and they have a deadly sickle. Nice. Sambasheri, who lead confused sheep to hell with amazing speed. And yeah, there's in Hell Vanguard, the god of death emerges dead soul is feared by even habits of the netherworld and the wicked nature and fighting powers of deadly sound-based demons. There might be some, well, I'll explain in a bit, okay. Enigma, basically created from a stone statue, given life item and use a high-level magic incarnation. These six-legged demon target foes from afar with a magical bow, and they like to dart around in Bloody Palace, and they're annoying as hell. Oh yeah, actually they're not going to show up yet. Don't worry, three-headed feral gatekeeper said to have the power to control ice. He grants power to those worthy of it, those unworthy of meat, they're doomed by his giant bangs. Pretty much every boss gives you a devil arm, and we're going to get a bunch of them. And there's some really cool weapons in this game. That's what we got at the moment. And also this will give you all their combos. And they get a little video, which is nice. The enemy things don't give you like the breakdowns of like ways to beat them anymore, which probably is a good thing. You don't need that. Million stab. There's not much else here. Cerberus. So we have big rod, and then we have normal combo. The pause combo in this I find weirdly hard to do. I just because like the backswing takes a little while, I just kind of miss it a lot. But you know, it's fun. It has a similar like million stab thing, where if you tap real quick on that second combo, you can get it to do a bunch of other stuff, which is cool. They just tell you there's normal shots and shots. That's it. Is it not the Coyote A? Is it not? When did it become the Coyote A? I don't even know. Anyway, you can wall run. We will use it in the final secret mission, and that's it. Aerial Rave, Pop Shredder, Range Charge, Charge Shot, Fireworks, Charge Shot. That's what it's called, Fireworks. With upgraded stuff, you can do a gun stinger with the shotgun, and it's great. There's nothing in there we really need. It's weird there's a Devil Trigger option when we don't have Devil Trigger. That's fine. Yeah. So, I'm trying to get that second combo, but it's just, I'm going back already. I forgot I actually kept looking at this. I just can't get that second combo consistently. It's like when to do it. I don't know. I don't know. I wish you could tell me, because I'm just bad at it. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trying. There we go. Got it. And then you can do the charge on. There we go. Figured it out. Simple. Now let's carry on.
Are you going to the party? What's the hurry? Didn't you get an invitation? This just keeps getting better and better.
When I say Dante is a Looney Tunes character, I mean that. We have a new lady there, and she's cool as hell. Obviously Trish isn't around yet, and Dante's mom's dead, so we have lady, or a lady, who's weird. But anyway, we're going to quickly load another save. Ignore how long I we're gonna go and load a new save. We've only done the same amount of missions, but I may have spent almost 13 hours on it. And the reason for that is I leveled up all the styles and got a bunch of orbs. I just wanted to show off what all the styles can do, and in one playthrough you're just not going to get them all leveled up. So I only did the first 3 missions, and I did some bloody palace for a long time. 13 hours. I did this for you. We'll show off what the stuff does. Also, there's a co-op mode. We'll get into that much later. We're going to redo the first mission, and I'm just going to show you off what the higher styles do. Okay? Yeah? That sound good? So, with Trickster, I pressed the wrong button. With Trickster, there we go, level 3. So level 1 you get the wall ride and the dash, wall hike and the dash. Level 2 you can dash in the air and you double dash while on the ground. And the final one is you can air trick, which is a teleport to the enemy, and a triple dash. Pretty useful. Air trick's cool. Swordmaster, you get aerial rave and pop shredder. Are we going to look at, yep, and then you get flicker with Cerberus. Level 2 you get sword pish, you throw your sword and then you can do killer bees at people. Level 2 you get crystal, you shoot some crystals forward. Pretty simple. And level 3 you get Dance Macabre, which is great, and we'll show it off. It's a massive combo, it's cool as hell. And you get Ice Age, which has a, if you spam the button, it has a bigger attack. Gunslinger, charge shot, choose some time, rapid shot, higher level of charge shot, and rapid shot. You press less buttons, apparently. I don't really know what that means. Again, similar. This is the same. Rapid shot, bigger level of charge. And level 3, just bigger charge and rapid shot, but the shotgun does have Gunstinger, which is pretty great. And then Royal Guard is weird. Obviously block and release. And you can block in the air and release in the air. And the final one is a thing I will never do. It's ultimate. You get this big shield, and if you enemies hit it, you get health back. I will never ever use it. I'll use it to show you here, but it's so weird. But yeah, I've got nothing else. I've not played any more of the game. I've got a lot of red orbs, so I did buy all the blue orbs. I played for 13 hours, okay? I'm not saying you should do that before you play this game, but, you know, you'll be able to get everything. So we got Stinger, Drive, and Air Hike. Simple enough. And Cerberus, we've got Revolver 2 and Windmill. You press back while doing the thing. So yeah, I wouldn't know if you want to do it, you can. Bloody Palace is fun. Playing the first 3 missions a million times, not that fun. But you get the most amount of levels in star levels from beating bosses, and you get about, I think, 3,000 from beating Cerberus. So maybe just do the 3rd mission over and over again. I don't know. But anyway, let's show off some of the things we can now do. Like, we can do Drive. This is going to be one of the only times you see me use Drive. I really like Drive, but I just forget about it because you have to, it's holding down the attack button and then you do a shot forward, but it just takes a long time to load and like get ready, and then you're running around trying to find a way to line up a bunch of people. It's just a lot of effort. It's cool, but I just don't always do it. This is Dance Macabre. You just keep holding that button and he just keeps going, and you're going to get SSS ranks in no time. Dance Macabre is cool as hell. I also showed throwing the sword, and I also showed whatever the friggin' trickster thing is. So we have the bigger shot with that, and we have Gunstinger, which is cool as hell. Also, yeah, we got more health from buying all the blue orbs. There's also a thing where if someone's knocked to the ground and you hit the just pistols above them, he puts his foot on them and like fires at them really quick. I think I will do it here, but it's not something that's most really that useful. It just kind of looks cool. Royal Guard does this, but it just like you can't move while doing it, and if anyone hits your back, it doesn't count. It's weird. It's just a weird, weird thing to do. But yeah, if they hit your front, it doesn't. If you hit anywhere from the front, it's just a weird ability. I think I'm going to try and do the thing where you stand on someone, but we'll see. But yeah, here I am trying to figure out and remember how you do it. I don't remember how you do it. You need to be in. We're going to actually go and look. We're going to go and look because this is cool as hell. Looking at menus, and then realizing I need to go into the styles and go to Gunslinger. And is it Wild Stomp? Yeah. You just repeatedly press Y next to someone. It's kind of like where you jump on them and spin around. He probably does it in a cutscene, so they were like, well, we need to do it. And I got knocked off. The one moment I wanted to do it. Having the upgraded Trickster and like if you're going to upgrade or grind out styles, I would say the most useful ones are Trickster and Swordmaster, just because obviously every single new melee weapon we get, you'll be able to use Swordmaster with it, and it's pretty great. Get that, and then I think there is a charge version, maybe, or is it forward and charge? God, I'm really bad at this. We will give it a go. Roulette is just great. My problem with Cerberus is I end up just like doing, like it's not, you have to be quite close, so I feel like I always accidentally end up pressing roulette instead of normal attacks. So Cerberus doesn't get used that much. Like I like it. Hey look, we're doing drive again. Enjoy, that is the only other time you'll see me use drive. It just takes too long to prepare it, so I forget about it. In Devil May Cry 4, Dante like can do drive within like a combo, and it's much more useful. It's just kind of cool. But anyway, we're going to carry on from mission 4 and enjoy.
Looks like we have an uninvited guest.
Is that so?
A human. A woman.
I'm afraid I should ask the uninvited one to leave. That is what you want. Actually, I happen to be acquainted with that woman.
A storm is approaching.
Did you see the 4? It was in the fabric. It's a weird one. I always miss it. We haven't really talked about Arkham, the dude with the weird face. I'm not going to spoil the story, so you know, that's good if you don't know what's going on. I probably didn't need to be quiet for that, but I did for the ambiance. What are we doing? What are we doing over here? Am I trying to remember another ability? I was just seeing what Ultima did. Yeah, you give life power for yourself. I will never use it, ever. It's weird. We will use Royal Guard when like the big hells show up. Also, yeah, the repeated shot with Stinger, it's weird, and I don't know how to do it properly, but that's fine. And I was just checking if there's any more things I missed. Crazy Dance is just the end of Dance Macabre. That's that. Yeah. We won't come to this menu a lot. I was just remembering things. It's fine. I know, like, again, Cerberus isn't a weapon I use that much. When we get, like, Agni and Rudra, they'll be my guys. And Nevin. Nevin's cool as hell. It is cool, Dante. It's cool as hell. There's these big statues in the middle. There's 7 of them for these 7 demons that Sparda sealed in the Temen-ni-gru. There's one for each of the sins. That's interesting. What am I doing? Crap. Hey, future me. Just Don't know what that was. Weird. Anyway, so this is still very similar to Devil May Cry 1 in that it's a big, instead of a big like mansion, we have this tower that we move up and down, and you come back and forward and use different puzzle items that opens different things. It's a very similar formula to Devil May Cry 1, still keeping its Resident Evil roots. It's nothing like Devil May Cry 2 though, other than Gunslinger, which is again, as I said, improved in every way. It is the same, was the director that came on to Devil May Cry 2, it's Suno. He got Devil May Cry 3 and made it one of the best games ever made. It's so good. Replaying this, there are some bits, there's some sections later on towards the end that I'm not a massive fan of in hindsight, and there's some enemy types. There's like one group of enemies, two group of enemies that I don't enjoy, but that's fine. It's an amazing game. The special edition did add some things that weren't in the original. It's Capcom, so they always add a special edition of everything, whether it's Street Fighter or Devil May Cry. In this case, it added the ability to play as Virgil, which I don't think is a spoiler. I guess you can unlock to play as Virgil, and I think that's maybe the only difference. It does add a couple of cutscenes in if you play as Virgil, but playing as him is the same game. There's not even like a Dante fight in it or anything. It's just you gain a few cutscenes, and he's not as fleshed out as he would later become. He is a little bit limited. He's still fun as hell to play, but he is a little limited, and he doesn't have his like that weird focus gauge, whatever it is. I can't remember what that extra gauge he has is called. Yeah, he's a bit basic, and you can only get him once you beat the game. But other than that, yeah, this version we saw a little bit in Bloody Palace. Other than just the freestyle system, there are some moments in this game where there is a hidden co-op mechanic, which we will look at. What it also gives you the ability to play through all of Bloody Palace in co-op if you want, which is cool. I would really recommend getting this on Switch. It runs at 60 FPS. It plays really well. These chess pieces, these are a sign of things to come. Yeah, it plays really well. I'm not the biggest fan of like the Switch controllers doing this, but I got used playing Bayonetta on them, so it's fine. Why did I do that? Oh, I wasn't switched the right thing. Oh no, this was terrible. Okay, that's fine. That's terrible. Ignore it. Yeah, I would really recommend getting the Switch version of this just for the freestyle. I was going to play it on PC because there are modded versions, but I already had this, so it's just so much easier. We are now currently trying to find ways to open little doors up and down the tower shaft. We're coming up to another. Can we see it? No. There is a blue orb fragment that will give us a upgrade. Again, yeah, we have Rebellion this time. I don't really know what happened to Rebellion. I guess, like, obviously it's quite difficult with DMC1 being set in the middle of everything. Like, obviously we don't have that game. You start with Force Edge. We don't have Force Edge. He gets Alistair, which then Alistair never shows up anywhere. I'm pretty sure in like the light novel / manga, it like Dante pawns them off to Enzo, who is essentially the same Enzo from Bayonetta. Maybe not. It's a similar looking dude. He's like a short Italian dude called Enzo. But he like pawns off all of his devil arms, which is really sad when you find out they're actually like sentient beings. Like Cerberus gave himself to Dante, and then he just like pawns him off, which is really sad. Also in the novel, as you know, he hasn't got his Devil May Cry isn't a thing yet. He's got the building, but it's not a thing. At this point, he was I think he's now Dante again. But he had been going as Tony Redgrave. He had got Ebony and Ivory from Nell Goldstein. yes, Nell Goldstein. And I'm pretty sure she's dead at this point. Because there was like a weird clone of Virgil made by Mundus, maybe? I know, I've not read it. I've just read like the cliff notes of those mangas. Still watching the anime though. It's fine. It's okay. I enjoy it enough. It's not fantastic, but anyway, look, we got a whole ass fragment. Whole ass fragment. This is quite a long mission. Some of them are really short, but this is quite a long one. We're working our way up and getting a load of little items. I guess there is puzzles kind of in the game. Kind of like this, it doesn't actually tell you kind of what you need. You'll get an item and it'll be like, hey, this thing gets rid of fire, and then you go, oh, I saw a big firewall earlier, you know. Or here it's like you need a soul of steel. No, still thy soul. you need a stronger soul, and then you can cross this bridge. Otherwise, you will never get to that combat adjudicator. Chamber of Sins. This is a cool room. I really like this room. Just because they throw one of them like exploding hells in there. Look at me confidently saying hells now like I didn't just forget their name. Yeah, I know they were called hells. What's your problem? God, I'm being wrecked. I will try and be stylish. This is not where you need to come if you're looking for super high quality Dante action. I like these games. I'm okay at these games. I can get through them without dying. But I'm not. I have like a thing, like I really like fighting games. Like I love Street Fighter, which, you know, this isn't a tangent. This is Capcom. But I can never stick with them long enough to get like good. Like I can play them enough that I can win a few games, but I can't get into frame data. And that's similar with Devil May Cry. Like I really enjoy playing them, and I'll get good enough that I can pull off some combos and be acceptable. But I'm not a dude who's gonna like sit and practice massive long combos. Just never been me. It's not me. I wish it was. Anyway, we got a really weird boss. Do I even remember his name? Is it Gigapede? Is his name Gigapede? He's this guy. He's weird. Best way to deal with him is just roulette him. Just get on his back and do roulette, and that's how you win. As you do more damage, he will start shooting off like electricity orbs at you. But he's really not that difficult. The worst thing about it is remembering to switch back to Rebellion so you can get air hike. Otherwise you won't be able to double jump onto him. Yeah, if you stand on him too long, he will do electric around himself. If you stay away from him, he shoots orbs at you. But realistically, he's not like, if you hit his head, you do a bunch of damage, but then he like flies off real quick. There's not much to say about Gigapede. I feel like I don't think he's even in the boss list. When you like he is a boss, like he's got a health bar, and also in Bloody Palace he will show up in like a boss position. But when you look at the file, he isn't even. He's just in a normal enemy, Gigapede. Don't even know if his name's Gigapede. There are some of my favourite bosses in video games in this game. There's also some that I just don't like. See how much damage the headshot did? We will get into them. Gigapede, not a fan. The doppelganger, hate that fight. Leviathan, Heart of Leviathan, weird fight, kind of like it, but a bit unmemorable, you know. But then you've got like Agni and Rudra and Virgil, and it's great. And here's these orbs, and they suck. They suck, and I hate them. Just dodge them. I'm using Gunslinger to try and get some extra damage on him, but best thing to do is just wait for him to come out of this hole here. Wait for him just to come back into here, and then just roulette. You don't even really fall off when you're doing roulette. You stick to it pretty well. And he's dead. Gigapede dead. Bye, Gigapede. We're drawing near an end to this episode, but we are going to meet a new character through that doorway, and I don't know how I feel about him. I kind of like him. Yeah, I kind of like him. What am I doing over here? Am I checking if he's... Yeah. yeah, he doesn't ignore. Again, as I said, I played Bloody Palace. Ignore. No, go back. What did I show them? Anyway, ignore them. As I said, I played Bloody Palace, so you get boss fights in it. No, a bit. What am I? Go away. What am I doing in my life? Gigapoo, giant creature that made its way into the human world for rhythm time space for strong frozen high voltage attack. Yeah, ignore them. Again, I didn't play it ahead. I just played Bloody Palace, and you will fight bosses, and they apparently show up in your freaking file thing and give away endgame stuff like ladies in the boss list, or even her name. I'm sorry, okay. I'm real sorry. Anyway, we've got the astronomical board and a cutscene. Enjoy.
There's no need to use violence, devil boy. Oh, wait. Better listen to what I say, lad. This tower here is very sturdy. You see? Your tricks will do no good. No good!
Zip it, or I'll pierce that big nose.
That could be a problem. Just hear me out. You've got nothing to lose, right? My name is Jester, and I know a thing or two about this place. That thing there is a power generator for this entire sector. In order to open the door, you need to apply a little something to it first. Do you know what that is, kid? Or is that too difficult for you?
Get to the point, or do you want to keep on dancing?
Actually, I prefer a sword to be my partner. May I have this dance, my lady? Bingo! That is what the something is. Remember that, kid? Write it down on your hand if you don't trust your head.
I see. Thanks. You still piss me off, though.
That is the third character with heterochromia. Weird. I wonder why that is. Anyway, that's it. That's it. We got a Basques and an A. And a boss bonus. Doesn't count. I'm sorry for spoiling the game with that file, though. Ignore it. Forget it happened. And ignore my many different save files. So anyway. Again, thank you for watching. I might, and I've got nothing to buy. I haven't got anything. Thank you for watching. Channel High Class Cthulhu and its high class content. Come back throughout the week for more stuff, and come back next week for Agni and Rudra. And will we make it to Virgil? We might make it to Virgil, to be fair. We're gonna fly through this game. Gonna get, good games done quick, but not, for a charity or any good purpose. So, yeah, that's all. Thanks again for watching. And goodbye.